Baldur's Legacy, The Quest for the Magical Battle Axe. Chapter 1, The Father's Legacy. In the faded papers of his deceased father, Baldur, the dwarf, discovers a hint of a magical battle axe, believed to have been lost for generations. "Father, what have you left behind?" Baldur mutters as he flips through the yellowed pages. Overwhelmed by the significance of his discovery, Baldur rushes to the king and reports the records. "Your Majesty, I believe I have found a clue to the legendary axe." The king, filled with excitement, commands Baldur to lead the search. Chapter 2, Betrayal in the Shadows. The king's brother, driven by envy and greed for power, sees his chance. He secretly ensures that the men who are supposed to accompany Baldur on his search are, in reality, loyal to him, the brother. "Make sure the dwarf does not return," he hisses at them, a dark glint in his eyes. Chapter 3, The Journey into the Unknown. With a handful of men, Baldur sets out to find the axe, said to have been lost in a fissure, a relic of the last great battle against the trolls. As they enter the dangerous territory, they feel the gravity of the task ahead. "Keep your eyes open," Baldur warns, "we are now entering the land of the trolls." Chapter 4, Troll Ambush. Hardly arrived at the site of the old battle, they are discovered by trolls and immediately attacked. "To defense!" Baldur calls out as the trolls appear out of nowhere. The dwarves fight bravely, but they are almost overwhelmed by the superior numbers. Many fall or are severely wounded. Chapter 5, The Leap of Faith. In an act of desperation, Baldur jumps into the fissure to search for the axe. "For my people," he shouts before plunging into the depths. To his great surprise, he survives unharmed and indeed finds the magical battle axe. "The gods must be with me," he whispers in awe. Chapter 6, The Turn. While the trolls think Baldur is dead and take the remaining dwarves prisoner, Baldur uses the power of the axe to free his comrades. "Do not flee. Fight," he calls out as he jumps out of the fissure with the axe in hand and drives the trolls away. Chapter 7, Return and Betrayal. Back in the dwarven realm, Baldur tries to hand over the axe to the king. But at that moment, the treacherous brother steps forward and demands the theft of the axe. Yet the dwarves who were with Baldur stand in front of him. "We stand by our rescuer," they declare boldly. The king laughs and has his brother taken away. Chapter 8, The True Power. When the king tries to seize the axe, he burns his hands. "This is no ordinary axe," he exclaims. The priest of the dwarves steps forward and reveals that only the true king can wield the axe. Slowly, with a reverent demeanor, he turns to Baldur. "It is time for the true king to ascend to his throne," he says. One by one, those present bow before Baldur, the new king of the dwarves.